Alright, Dave at the Game Thing here, and in this video I'm just going to talk about a problem that I've had where my COD points or CP have gone missing from my account, and I'm having like a terrible time with Activision trying to get this thing sorted. And this is an issue that I've seen others talk about on the likes of Reddit and stuff, and I'm just wondering if anybody comes across this video on my YouTube channel, whether or not you could let me know in the comments if you've actually had the same problem. So what I'm going to do is just go through what's happened, then I will just read through some of the emails between myself and Activision, which, as far as I'm concerned, Activision are being absolutely terrible for support, and then kind of get to the end of the video and give you my kind of ideas as to what's going on here, or at least what I think of the whole situation and what I think of Activision. So basically what happened was, the other day or a few days ago, I updated or bought the new BlackCell Battle Pass for Season 5 for Warzone Mobile. Now obviously that just means that it gets split across any platform that's got Warzone on, but I specifically use it really on, like, you know, Android and iOS and iPad OS devices. I use it on PS5 as well, but nowhere near as much as what I do with, like, you know, the mobile and portable devices. Anyways, I updated, or I bought the actual Battle Pass and it updated and stuff, and like it installed and that. And then next minute, all my COD points went missing that I already had. So I had just under 4,000 COD points, not like a huge amount or anything, but they went missing. And then on top of that, the 1,100 COD points that you get with the BlackCell version, the Battle Pass, didn't appear either. And I'm fairly sure that they appear straight away and you don't have to like progress through the game to get them. However, as I've been progressing through the game and hitting points where you get CP, like you get like the odd 100 here and there, none of them have actually been kind of like registering. So even if you don't get the 1,100 right up front, because I can't remember now, or whether you have to progress through the Battle Pass in order to get them, they're just not appearing. So my CP balance is at 0, right? Anyway, so I get in touch with Activision. So here is the first email that I sent to Activision. Hi, I recently bought the Season 5 BlackCell Battle Pass using the Google Play Store for Warzone Mobile, and my previous CP have gone missing after the Battle Pass update, and I have not been credited with the 1,100 CP from the Battle Pass either. Before I bought the latest Battle Pass, I had 3,980 CP balance. To be clear, the Battle Pass has installed fine, but all my previous CP have gone missing, and I have not been credited the CP from the Battle Pass. I play on a number of Android and Apple iOS, iPad OS devices, and while they are all registering the Battle Pass update, all of my devices are showing 0 CP. How do I get my CP back? Cheers, Dave. Okay, so after sending that email, I did actually get a very quick response, as in the next day, and here is the response. Hi David, this is blah blah from Activision Support. I am happy to assist you with your concern today. Thank you for reaching out and providing the details. I'm sorry to hear about the issues you're experiencing. No worries, we're here to help. Firstly, I want to assure you that the CP from your previous balance is still on your account. To help resolve the issue with your missing CP and the Battle Pass rewards, please follow these steps. So the first thing that they're saying here is to clear the cache on Android, and then that goes through the steps on how to clear the cache. And then the second thing that they're saying here is verify Battle Pass completion. Ensure that the Battle Pass has been fully completed to receive all associated CP and rewards. Sometimes rewards are granted upon full completion. To further assist, could you please provide the following: a screenshot of your proof of purchase for the Season 5 BlackCell Battle Pass, a screenshot showing your current CP balance, a screenshot of your Battle Pass progress. This information will help us investigate the issue and ensure you get the CP and rewards you're entitled to. Thank you for your patience, and we look forward to resolving this for you. Okay, so on the face of it, you might think to yourself, well, you know, that email response there seems perfectly reasonable and it looks like they're trying to help. However, there's a number of issues with that response there, which basically conflict with information that I've already told them. So what it was, I then sent a second email in response to that one and also supplied them the extra information that they were asking for. So let me just go through that email. Hi, blah, blah. To reiterate the issue again that was mentioned in my support request, my previous CP balance of 3,980 has gone missing after my purchase and update to the Season 5 BlackCell Battle Pass. The missing CP has nothing to do with the completion of the Battle Pass. So the completion of the Battle Pass, as you've suggested, is not the cause of this issue. Also, whether or not the 1100 included CP bonus is immediate or redeemable during the process of the Battle Pass, I have already unlocked a number of the CP bonuses in the Battle Pass progress and they have not appeared. I have flushed the cache on one of my Android devices as you suggested, and this has made no difference. Again, to reiterate my original support request, I use a number of Android and iOS iPad devices and they all show 0 CP, so the issue has nothing to do with local cache settings. I have included the 3 screenshots you have asked for. The first one is of my Google Play Store account, clearly showing the purchase of the BlackCell Battle Pass. I have blurred out most of the screen for obvious reasons. The second shows my CP balance of 0, which is also shown in the third screenshot. The third shows my progress of the Battle Pass, which also clearly shows that CP have been unlocked via the progression of the Battle Pass, but the CP balance clearly shows 0. It's also worth noting that my Activision account will clearly show that I have not made any purchases for some time using my in-game CP, so there's no chance that I have inadvertently used or spent any of my previous CP balance or the 1100 that comes with the BlackCell Battle Pass. Also, here is a link to one of my Warzone mobile videos on YouTube. This link starts at a point in the video showing the main menu, and you can see the original balance of 3,980 CP, and then there's a link there to the video. Once again, and to avoid any miscommunication, here is the original support request email describing the issue, and then I've just cut and pasted the original support request there and then finished off with "Cheers, Dave." Okay, so as you can hopefully see there from that response that I gave to Activision, I'm actually a little worried that Activision are not dealing with the issue at hand, and that is clear because Activision are referencing to my progression through the Battle Pass to unlock CP and stuff like that, but that has absolutely nothing to do with my original CP going missing. Now, like I said just before, I'm not entirely sure whether you get the 1100 CP from the Battle Pass up front or whether you have to unlock parts of it as you progress through the Battle Pass, but even if that is the case, I've already progressed past like certain points within the game where CP should have been unlocked and it hasn't been. So this whole thing where kind of like, you know, Activision are going on about like the progression through the Battle Pass in order to open up CP and stuff like that, it's a bit of a red herring and they're basically not dealing with the actual problem here. Anyways, after I sent that email to Activision, I then receive another one off them like super quickly, which was basically not really addressing what I was saying in that email that I've just read to you, which got me thinking, well, hold on a minute, you've not really responded to anything that I've asked or anything that I've said, and also your email response was in less than an hour. So to me, that felt like it was an automated email because it didn't address anything. So let me just go into this email now. Hello, thank you for your reply and for the update. To address this issue, please let us know this information: device model, OS version, nickname, country, player ID, UID. Are you using the Activision or Garena version? Your satisfaction is our priority. If the issue persists, please provide additional details for a more targeted and personalized assistance. Okay, so with that email there, as far as I'm concerned, it is absolute BS, and Activision are just completely taking the piss. And here's why. They're saying here they want to know the device model. Well, it's not just one device. I've already told them this twice. I actually use 6 different devices for Warzone Mobile, and then on top of that, I've got PS5 and Xbox as well. Then they're asking for OS version. I mean, are they seriously asking me to tell them which versions of the OS are on 6 completely different devices, and quite possibly me 2 consoles as well? Then they're asking for me nickname. They already know that because I've got an Activision account and that information is on there. They're asking what country I'm in. Also, I've got an Activision account. They know the answer to that question. Player ID, they know the answer to that one. UID, they know the answer to that one. Once again, because I've got an Activision account, and that is how I raised the support ticket. And then, are you using the Activision or Garena version? Well, I don't know what that other version is. However, I'm fairly sure that due to what I'm doing through Activision's online account and stuff like that, Activision already know the answer to that one as well. So as far as I'm concerned, it is just absolute BS. And then they finish it off with, if the issue persists, please provide additional details for a more targeted and personalized assistance. I mean, seriously, how much more effing detail do these people need in order to be able to fix a problem which is obviously their fault? You have to remember here that me or you or anybody else, it's not our fault when those CP go missing. It's an Activision problem. So asking like the end user all of these useless questions where Activision already know the answers to it, it's basic obfuscation. What Activision are doing here is just making people run around in circles and stuff like that. Maybe it's so that people just get bored of it and just leave it and don't bother pursuing it any further. I'm not entirely sure why they do it, but the end result is, for me, it's just pissing me off no end, you know what I mean? Anyway, I can feel myself going on to a massive rant here, but the one other thing that I would like to just kind of like talk about here is, I know for a fact that Activision have a number of problems on their various online systems. So this particular problem here, which I've seen other people have, and hopefully, you know, anyone who's like comes across this video can let me know if they've had that problem. This is definitely something that Activision are completely aware of. Sorry, I have just had to do a jump cut because I filled the memory card on my camcorder. Apparently, I talk too much. Anyways, what I'm going to do just to round off this thing about like the way Activision systems can be really flaky and dodgy. What it was, last year I think it was, I done a video which basically was showing that there was a huge problem with their kind of crossplay system. So what it is, if you've got a PS5 and like you go onto your PS5 and you switch off crossplay so you're only playing with PS5 users, then if you use the same Activision ID and account to log into a PC or an Xbox, you can log into the game fine. I think it was either Call of Duty or it was Warzone. There'll be a video, there'll be a link to a video in the description below anyway. But what would happen if you logged into either a PC or an Xbox with the same Activision account that you were using on a PS5, which had previously been set so that it didn't do crossplay, then the problem is you could log into the game, but you would never get into a game. You were permanently just in the lobby and it wouldn't go anywhere. Now, a bunch of people did confirm this to me, and some of them were telling me that they'd been in touch with Activision, and basically Activision were giving them the runaround like what I've just been explaining here. Yet that problem was nothing to do with the end user. It was Activision's servers. Now, I don't know if that problem still exists, but the reason why I'm explaining that particular problem is because it just proves that Activision do have serious issues and they must know about it. So backhealing all of this responsibility onto the end user like me and you is just absolute BS. Anyways, I can feel myself going on one here, and I kind of like didn't want to start doing swearing on this channel, so what I'm going to have to do is get off before I start swearing. Anyway, the last thing I'm going to say here is let me know in the comments, anybody who's come across this video, if they've had the same problem with their CP, like all going missing on various platforms and stuff like that. I just happen to be on mobile and when I've noticed this, but I'm fairly sure that might affect things like PC and console as well. Also, if anybody is interested in listening to some idiot like me just doing talking and rambling about stuff, I've actually got 2 really good stories coming up soon to do with some absolutely horrendous support from Red Magic, who make the Red Magic 9 Pro, or I think it's Nubia or ZTE that actually is the parent company. But I've just been through the ringer with them for 2 separate things, and that company are quite possibly way worse than what Activision are. And if anybody's into it, let me know in the comments section below. Although this is meant to be a gaming channel where I just do gameplay stuff, if people don't mind me talking about stuff and raising issues about things or going into details like what I've been doing in this video, let me know and I'll start doing more of these types of videos as well, because I tell you what, I do love the sound of my own voice. Anyways, I'm Dave at The Game Thing. Thank you very much for watching this video. Take care and goodbye now.